Here's a short video about our trip to Belize. We started at Birdseyeview Lodge. Here's one of the gorgeous vermilion flycatchers seen at the lodge. Then a short boat ride, about 2 hours, 50 miles off the coast, to our camp at Lighthouse Reef. It was a stormy first 2 days, and here we are on our first snorkel in a driving rainstorm. But underneath the rainstorm it's pretty calm, although the shore stirred up. Here's a green moray. We'll take a good look at him. There he is again. And some butterfly fish to greet us. Second day was still stormy, and we did a snorkel off West Beach. But again, when you're underwater, it's gorgeous, no matter what the weather up above. Here's some of the gorgonians. These are soft corals, sea fans. That's a squirrel fish. Blue tangs and blue surgeon fish.
What do we see?
Shark?
Big nurse shark.
Big nurse shark.
Big nurse shark. And
Tang, butterfly fish.
remoras around the nurse shark.
Rainbow parrotfish.
Yeah, cool stuff. We're sitting in the tent watching a squall move in. Here's Patricia. She's happy with her book. And the wind is howling.
So here we are the next day on a short boat ride. It's a beautiful day, and we're headed off to the Blue Hole. We've got a new powerful boat. We can get there in 22 minutes. It's about 7 miles. Here we are in the water, and if you look off across the edge of the Blue Hole, there's a spectacular landscape of sea fans and other soft corals. It's just an amazing place. So off to the left here, we're going to see the great abyss of the Blue Hole. It's about 400 feet deep. It's a sinkhole, which has now been submerged underwater. There's the edge of it. See some people snorkeling out there just along the edge. This is where you want to snorkel, because that's where all the life is. Here's a gray angelfish. We saw all 4 angelfish species. That's a French angelfish. Another French angelfish. Some of the colorful soft corals. Blue nose wrasse. This is a juvenile French angelfish. Here's the queen angelfish. Look under that rock there. We're just going to get a glimpse of it. It's really quite a spectacular fish. Very shy. It's hard to get that one. And here we are just floating along on the edge of these soft corals, looking at the landscape. Can never get tired of this gorgeous view. That little black fish in the middle is a black hamlet. They come in a variety of colors. This one is another gray angelfish. There's a pair of them. Another French angelfish. And a gray angelfish right beside it. There's a school of pinfish. So we're just drifting along. Here's another French angelfish. It's going to give us a really good view. They don't seem to be as shy as the queen angelfish or the 4th species, and this is the 4th angelfish, called a rock beauty. And there is another glimpse of the rock beauty. They're very shy. Back at camp, this is the red-footed booby with his blue bill. So there's a rookery of these boobies, and they're protected by the great frigate birds. The frigate birds steal fish, and in turn they protect the boobies from predators. Here comes another booby in. So the frigate birds are known as kleptoparasites. They steal fish from the other birds, but they provide protection. Day 4, another beautiful day. It's our turn to have a kayak lesson. That was Bonnie bailing out the kayak. First thing we have to do is have a lesson in the wet exit, meaning you tip yourself over on purpose and show that you can get out and right your kayak and get back in. Here's Pat. She's already exited, and she's getting a lesson in how to turn it over. John's coming out to offer some advice there. And here she goes back in. Not bad. So now we're ready to go kayaking.
There you are.
This is early morning. The frigate birds are coming out. It's just an amazing sight to see the frigate birds and the boobies that come out right at sunrise. Just glide on the wind. Effortless. Looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Just hundreds and hundreds of them. The sunrise is just spectacular. So here we are. We've had a chance to grab a cup of coffee, and we're just going to take a panoramic view here of camp. There's our blanket drying out because we left the window down when it rained last night. There's Pat having a cup of coffee, looking at the sunrise. We had a chance to do a night snorkel. Here's some of the intrepid night snorkelers. There's a spiny lobster. Some creepy things come out at night. This is one of the giant black sea cucumbers out. That's a bird porcupine fish sleeping down there on the bottom. And this is one of the reef octopus. We were observing. It's going to crawl across the rocks for us. They're quite colorful. And they're mostly nocturnal, so it's very hard to see them in the daytime, but at night, pretty much always see an octopus. This is one of the nurse sharks that hangs around camp. Just wade out and stick the camera in the water and you get a pretty decent picture of him. So some of us went fishing. I don't have fishing pictures. I hope somebody will put them up. And then our next to last day, we went over to a place called the Aquarium, another deep water snorkel over at Long Key. You can see all those Atlantic chub just following us around. And it's deep water, and we got a chance to see some different things. This is a spotted eagle ray, which came along, and if we just float quietly, we can follow him along and get a good view of him. You can see all the little narrow canyons that we're snorkeling over. And there's a 3,000-foot drop-off. And we're right at the edge of that. That's a midnight parrotfish. That's the largest parrotfish here. And here's sunrise on our last morning. The wind is really blowing, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And a variety of things to do on the last day. A few of us went snorkeling. We swam out to the wall. It's a pretty long swim, but we got to see sharks, a Nassau grouper a moment ago. There's Judy swimming along. Bonnie headed out to the wall. It's about a quarter mile offshore. Here we are at the wall. There's a dive boat. And on the way back, another eagle ray came along to join us. Take a good look at him. Quite graceful in the water. And that's our trip. It was a wonderful experience. Here we are coming back to West Beach through a little bit of turtle grass. I hope you've enjoyed this short video of our experiences in Belize.